Long ago there lived two brothers, and when their father died, the elder brother took all of their father's land for himself. He was selfish. The younger brother had nothing, only a basket and a sharp knife. And the younger brother was poor, and he went into the forest and he cut wood, and he put the wood inside his basket, and he went to the marketplace, and there he exchanged the wood for a little rice, so he had enough to eat. But he had nothing. One day he climbed the mountain, and when he came high in the mountain, he sat on a ledge and looked towards the east. And then he sat on the other side of the mountain and looked towards the west. And there the sun was setting. And as he sat there, he felt a rush of air above him. And he looked up to see the wings of an incredible bird beating. The bird was huge and flew from the sun. The bird landed next to him. "Why are you sitting here all alone?" "I am poor. I have nothing." "Is this true or is this false?" "It is true. I am poor. I have nothing." "Then climb on my back," said the bird, "and I will take you to the island of the sun, and there you may take one piece of gold." And he climbed onto the back of the great bird. Its wings shone like the sun. And the bird flew. Over the mountains, the great bird flew. Over the forests, the great bird flew. Over the waters, the great bird flew. To the island of the sun, the great bird flew. And as they came to the island, the sun went down. The bird landed. The boy climbed from the back of the bird and saw that the island was glittering with gold in the darkness. But he remembered what the bird had said, and he took one piece of gold and put it in his basket. And then he climbed onto the great bird again, and the bird flew into the sky. Are you ready? Yeah. Away from the island, the great bird flew. Over the waters, the great bird flew. Over the forests, the great bird flew. Over the mountains, the great bird flew. And now the bird landed upon that rocky ledge. And the boy got off, and he took that piece of gold, and he went down through the forest until he came to the village. And next to the village he bought a small piece of land, and a few cows, and a few pigs, and a few chickens. And all was well, for he worked hard. But the older brother, who had all of the land from his father, was lazy, and his land was not productive. And he saw his younger brother, and he said, "How did you get this land? How did you get these cows and pigs and chickens?" And the younger brother, who was kind, he told him, "I want that. I want gold." So the older brother, he went with that basket and that knife through the forest and up the mountain, and he came to that ledge. And he sat on the ledge that looked to the east, and then he sat on the ledge that looked to the west, and the sun was going down. And as he sat there, he felt the wind beating. Wings so bright, flying from the setting sun. And the bird landed. "Why are you sitting here all alone?" "I have nothing. I am poor." Is this true or is this false? It is true, I am poor, I have nothing, I want gold. Climb onto my back, said the bird, and I will take you to the island of the sun. There, take just one piece. And the bird flew into the sky. Away from the mountains, the great bird flew. Over the forests, the great bird flew. Over the waters, the great bird flew. To the island of the sun, the great bird flew. And as they came, he saw the sun was setting behind the island. And now the bird landed. And the older brother climbed on his back and saw in the darkness so much gold was glittering. He took that basket and he picked up one piece of gold and he put it inside his basket. Was that enough?
No.
Another piece. And he put it inside the basket, a bigger piece, and he put it inside the basket. And he started to put more and more gold inside his basket. Why wouldn't you? So much gold went inside his basket. His basket was fuller and fuller, and through the night he collected gold. And all through the night he collected pieces of gold until the basket was heavy and full. And in the morning, before dawn, he turned. But the great bird had flown. And as he stood there, the sun rose in the east, and he was burned to a crisp. The younger brother, so, had all of his older brother's land, and all of his older brother's chickens and pigs and cows. The younger brother lived well. He worked hard. He had plenty. But because he was kind-hearted, he shared what he had with those who needed it. The island